Welcome! In this video, we'll explore how to find the radius of convergence for a power series. We will focus on a powerful technique called the ratio test, which helps us understand the specific range of values for which a series converges. First, let's understand the main idea. A power series is an infinite sum of terms involving a variable, x. The series might converge for some x values, but not for others. The radius of convergence, which we call r, measures the size of the interval where the series converges. Imagine a number line with a center point, a. The series will converge for all x values within the interval from a minus r to a plus r. Our key tool is the ratio test. It's designed to check if an infinite series converges. The test involves calculating a value, L, which is the limit as n approaches infinity of the absolute value of the ratio of the next term in the series, a sub n plus 1, to the current term, a sub n. The value of L tells us about the series behavior. If L is less than 1, the series converges. If L is greater than 1, the series diverges. And if L equals exactly 1, the ratio test doesn't give us an answer, and we would need to use a different test. Now, let's connect this back to the radius of convergence. When we apply the ratio test to a power series, the resulting limit, L, will often contain the variable x to find the radius of convergence. We use the condition for convergence, which is L must be less than 1. This creates an inequality involving x by rearranging this inequality into the form, the absolute value of x minus a is less than r. We can identify the radius of convergence, r. Let's walk through an example. Consider the power series defined by the sum of x to the power of n divided by n factorial. The first step is to identify the expression for the general term of the series, which we call a sub n in this case. A sub n is x to the n over n factorial. Next, we set up the ratio of the consecutive terms. We need the absolute value of a sub n plus 1 divided by a sub n to get a sub n plus 1. We replace every n in our formula with n plus 1. This gives us x to the power of n plus 1 divided by the factorial of n plus 1. We then divide this by the original term, a sub n. Now we simplify this complex fraction. Dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by its reciprocal. After rearranging, we can cancel out common terms. X to the power of n plus 1 divided by x to the n leaves just x, and n factorial divided by n plus 1 factorial simplifies to 1 over n plus 1. This leaves us with the absolute value of x over n plus 1. Taking the limit as n goes to infinity, we find that L is equal to 0. Finally, we analyze the result. Our limit, L, is 0. We need to check when L is less than 1 for the series to converge. Since 0 is always less than 1, no matter what value x has, the condition is always met. This means the series converges for every possible value of x. Therefore, the radius of convergence is infinity. To wrap up, finding the radius of convergence using the ratio test involves 4 key steps. First, identify the term a sub n. Second, set up and simplify the ratio of a sub n plus 1 to a sub n. Third, calculate the limit, L. And fourth, solve the inequality L is less than 1 to find the radius, r.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.